Hello and welcome to this Saturday, August 3rd, 2019 episode of the Grab ATTN podcast. This is a podcast inspired by Gary Vee. It's kind of designed around the Gary Vee Club. I've got these two books here. These are library books, and I've had them for literally almost exactly a year, probably about 11 months, and I need to take them back. I did buy this, and it's unfortunate that I have kept it from people, but these books have been um, very, very, very important books in helping me to be inspired to move forward with the Gary Vee Club, GaryVeeClub.com. And part of that is a podcast. It's just one part of my day. It's because I want people to understand what Gary Vee is teaching here. And I want people to understand that because I plan on building the villages of the future, communities of the future. And it starts with the mental attitude of the people in the communities. So I have multiple different podcasts that I do. I have a Sidekick Mastermind podcast that is a sidekick to help you live, work, play, love, learn, pay it forward. I have a Gary Vee Club Grab ATTN podcast for the purpose of helping you to understand that you can crush it using this technology. He shows you how to do it on social media, how to do things. I have other suggestions on marketing, but I think the way he does it is very good. And my other suggestions are included in my other podcasts. So I have the Happy Hero Show, which is about daily habits. Then I have the Apple Sidekick Show, the Tesla Sidekick Show, 60-Second Brand, and the Law of Success Mastermind. Between all of these, it's about mental attitude and also creating products, creating services, creating the atmosphere, because ultimately these villages are the place that everyone's going to want to live. And that's why I had planned and created the design the way that I did. And I delayed releasing this to people until it was ready. Now I'm ready to go from I to we, for all of us, cooperation. That's the only way that the amount of people are going to be impacted that I want to impact. And I really believe that Gary is going to be all time. And as far as marketing goes, he is the guy. He is, over the next 30 years, he is the guy to pay attention to. And that's why I started this podcast. So it wasn't just some quick thing, because there are people like Ty Lopez. There are people that do similar things in the eyes of society, but they're completely different. They're on a completely different scale of exactly what they're doing. And I'm not saying what Ty is doing is wrong. I'm just saying that the marketing company model and what Gary Vee is doing with teaching people to do it themselves, because that's really what he's doing. He's doing this to recruit people more than anything. And that's what I don't think people really understand. The marketing agency is about people. It's about recruiting people so that he can change the brands of the future to adapt to current technologies, but also hit the nostalgia. There's so many things that he's doing that are so interesting. And this episode is about the baseball card. That's so significant. He is taking old and making it new again. And it's what the people want. There's only so many things. There's only so many things you can print, books. There's only so many things you can do. And that the technology is pretty much caught up. And that's why I have the Apple Sidekick podcast too. You should only be buying Apple technology. A couple of days ago, I was a little frustrated, and I was saying I don't know if I should recommend, but ultimately there's no one that shouldn't be getting Apple technology. Anyone that works with me should be on Apple technology, ultimately. 1/10 of humanity by 2049, that's not unreasonable to ask. that 1/10 of humanity is using Apple technology. I think more should be using, but at least that much with the villages that I plan on building with your cooperation. And it's not just about me, it is truly about we, because we're doing it through the startup that I'm building, the company, the construction company, the manufacturing company that's going to literally build this stuff. But I'm partnering with you and your companies and your ideas and doing real estate syndications so that these properties, these villages are owned not just by one entity, but decentralized, spread among many, many people so that people can actually buy into their communities in completely different ways that were never possible before and share in profits or losses of the community. So the community has incentive to help each other in a completely new way. It's going to be incredible, but that's why I'm using Gary Vee. I've got to build upon other people. So I've got Gary Vee Club and the Great Grab ATTN podcast. It's for grab attention. GrabAttention.com is longer, not as nice as Grab ATTN, and GrabAttention.com is $50,000. I own GrabATTN.com. GrabATTN is something that Gary Vee is. He even wears a shirt in his own podcast. Let me look it up on my phone. There we go. Apologize. But the point is that it's also taking the Tesla engineering, machine learning, taking people and helping them understand programming. I'm also learning programming now and making that part of my day. So on the Apple Sidekick show, I also talk about that in particular. Okay, so he doesn't say grab ATTN, but he does have ATTN on his shirt. So my point is grab ATTN.com and this Grab ATTN podcast. It's about grabbing attention, and that's why I'm doing this as well. I'm, yes, building upon what he's doing, but also promoting him and building him up in a completely huge way because I'm putting my faith in his systems and his processes because I believe in that. The daily show is key. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. The daily show. I've got 7 daily shows now. Gary Vee's got it. He's got that part understood, the content model. So there's no reason for me to try to reinvent. He invented this new reality for people so that they can do it as individuals. So I'm mirroring it in my 7 shows. The second of which is his. I got Sidekick Mastermind and Gary Vee Club, Grab ATTN podcast. So I'm saying it over and over again because I've only been doing this for 30 days. This is the first episode of this. And I've got to get going now for the Happy Hero Show podcast. But for now, you have some insight into what I'm doing. And I think you understand that I am a true Gary Vee fan, and not that I worship him or anything like that, but I respect him. And I believe that he is going to do incredible things that no one even understands yet. And that's why I want him to be a part of these villages and cities of the future, because everyone needs to know what he's teaching, to be able to navigate on the internet, to be able to understand, hey, there can be a separation between personal life and business. So thanks for this first episode of the Grab ATTN podcast. Have a great day.